One for all and all for one. This motto, forever linked to the Three Musketeers, speaks of unwavering loyalty and friendship. But few realize that this legendary phrase has roots in reality, stemming from the lives of real individuals who inspired Alexandre Dumas's masterpiece. These were not merely characters confined to the pages of a book. They lived, breathed, and fought in a time of intrigue and adventure. Their world, 17th century France, a stage set for political machinations, duels under the pale moonlight, and the resounding clash of steel. This is the story of how Dumas took historical figures and, with a novelist's flair, immortalized them. These are the true stories behind the legends of D'Artagnan, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. Their tales, as gripping as any fictional narrative, reveal that sometimes truth can be stranger and far more exciting than fiction. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of the real Three Musketeers. Alexandre Dumas, the literary titan who gifted the world with the Three Musketeers, was a master storyteller. He possessed an uncanny ability to weave history and fiction into an irresistible tapestry. But even Dumas needed a spark, a source of inspiration. That spark came in the form of the Memoirs de Monsieur d'Artagnan, a somewhat embellished autobiography by Gatien de Courtil de Sandras, published in 1700. This book, a chronicle of Charles de Batz-Castelmore, the real D'Artagnan, served as the bedrock for Dumas' masterpiece. The memoir, though rife with exaggerations and outright fabrications, captivated Dumas. He saw the potential for a swashbuckling adventure, a story teeming with heroism, intrigue, and camaraderie. Dumas wasn't interested in a dry historical account. He sought the heart of the story, the spirit of adventure, and the essence of these men. He took the raw clay of history and, with his imagination, molded it into a timeless masterpiece. Our story begins with Charles de Batz-Castelmore, a young man from Gascony, a region in southwestern France known for its proud and fiery people. Born into a minor noble family, Charles yearned for a life beyond the quiet countryside. He dreamed of glory, of adventure, of making a name for himself. Around 1630, he set off for Paris, his heart set on joining the prestigious Musketeers of the Guard, the elite military unit serving King Louis XIII. He adopted his mother's family name, D'Artagnan, perhaps because it sounded more impressive in the bustling capital. Though lacking noble connections and wealth, D'Artagnan possessed something equally valuable: courage, ambition, and a knack for swordplay. He was a skilled duelist, quick-witted, and possessed a natural charisma that drew people to him. These qualities would serve him well in the years to come, as he navigated the treacherous waters of the French court. Section 4. Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. Fact meets fiction. In Paris, fate intervened. D'Artagnan crossed paths with three remarkable men, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. These individuals, though fictionalized by Dumas, were based on real members of the Musketeers. Armand de Sileg d'Athos Montevielle, the inspiration for the noble and melancholic Athos, was indeed a Gascon nobleman. He joined the Musketeers around 1640, serving alongside D'Artagnan. Little is known about his early life, but his aristocratic bearing and air of quiet dignity resonated with Dumas, who transformed him into the moral compass of the group. Isaac de Porto, the real Porthos, was a man of larger-than-life personality, much like his fictional counterpart. Hailing from a wealthy family, he enjoyed the finer things in life and possessed a boisterous charm that masked a keen mind. Dumas amplified these traits, making Porthos the jovial giant with a penchant for good food, wine, and a good fight. The last of the trio, Henri d'Aramis, the inspiration for Aramis, was a man of contradictions. A devoutly religious man, he also served as a musketeer, showcasing a duality that fascinated Dumas. Aramis, in Dumas's hands, became the intellectual of the group, a skilled swordsman torn between his religious calling and his thirst for adventure. Section 5. Intrigue and espionage. The real adventures. The lives of the Musketeers were far from dull. Serving under King Louis XIII and his cunning chief minister, Cardinal Richelieu, they were thrust into the heart of a kingdom teeming with intrigue. France in the 17th century was a hotbed of political maneuvering, religious tension, and foreign wars. D'Artagnan and his companions, bound by their oath to the king and their loyalty to one another, found themselves embroiled in secret missions, courtly conspiracies, and perilous battles. They became pawns in a larger game, their skills tested against cunning enemies and treacherous plots. One notable episode involved D'Artagnan's daring mission to England. Tasked by Richelieu with retrieving a set of diamond studs from the Duke of Buckingham, a close confidant of Queen Anne of Austria, D'Artagnan embarked on a perilous journey across the English Channel. This mission, though embellished by Dumas, highlights the dangerous world of espionage that the Musketeers inhabited. Section 6. The Siege of La Rochelle, a defining moment. Perhaps the most significant historical event in which the real Musketeers participated was the Siege of La Rochelle in 1627 to 1628. This siege, a pivotal moment in the Huguenot rebellions, pitted the Catholic French forces against the Protestant stronghold of La Rochelle. D'Artagnan, though still a young recruit, likely participated in this brutal siege. The Musketeers, known for their bravery and fighting prowess, were at the forefront of the conflict. They endured months of hardship, facing disease, starvation, and relentless enemy fire. The siege ultimately ended in a French victory, but not without great cost. The experience undoubtedly forged a strong bond among the Musketeers, reinforcing their loyalty to one another and their dedication to their duty. This pivotal event cemented their place in history and provided Dumas with a dramatic backdrop for his tale.